Hello there, my friend. Today I am sharing with you the super easy and delicious recipe for making Puerto Rican style chuletas guisadas, also known in English as stewed pork chops. So make sure to stick around and watch. So first I have 4 assorted cut pork chops here in my bowl, and I'm going to go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of white vinegar, 1 tablespoon of oregano. I just love oregano. The flavor of oregano is one of my favorites, especially when it comes to meats and pork. And I have 1 teaspoon of adobo. And simply what we're doing here is we're going to be marinating our meat. And I'm also going to be adding some pepper, about a teaspoon. Now, all I'm simply doing here is marinating my meat, and my pork chops are still a little bit frozen from the freezer. I did take them out, but they're still frozen. All right, so now I'm simply going to go ahead and make sure that all those yummy seasonings get evenly distributed through my pork chops. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up, and I'm going to let it marinate for about 30 to 45 minutes. You can put this in the refrigerator and let it marinate until the next day. I'm making my chuletas guisadas in my Dutch oven, but you can use really any pot that has a lid that you can stew things in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my stove up to about a medium high. Once the cast iron gets hot, you can lower the heat because it retains heat very well. Now, to my pot, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of oil in the bottom, because the very first thing I'm going to do is simply to brown my pork chops. I personally love doing that before I stew my meat. I feel like it really does lock in the flavors. All right, so my oil is pretty hot. I went in and I added a little bit of achote oil in it that I had left over from the rice I made today for dinner. So my pork chops are officially nice and thawed out because I started cooking my rice and whatnot. So my pork chops actually were marinating for about an hour. And I went and did other things as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put 2 of my pork chops in first. Alright, it's been about 2 minutes. I think that's plenty of time for my bottom one. I'm going to go ahead and just flip it through. Like this. I'm gonna go ahead and take these fellas out and add my other chops in. And I did go ahead and just turn my heat down just a tad. I don't like anything to get burned on the bottom of my pot. Alright, so now I'm quickly going to remove my pork chops. And I'm going to come on in and I'm going to add 1 chopped onion with a little tablespoon of minced garlic and 2 heaping tablespoons of sofrito. And I'm going to let this saute here for several minutes. It's just until my onions get a little bit translucent. I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I also have garlic here and I don't want that to burn. Now, notice how it's a little bit orange. This is because of the aceite de achote I added a little bit earlier, and it was just remnants that I had from when I made my yellow rice earlier. But to this today, we are going to be adding turmeric, so that's gonna give it some color as well. And if you want to add some sazon, you can go ahead and do that too. All right, so we're just gonna let this saute for a bit. All right, so the veggies have been sauteing for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now I'm going to go ahead and add 1 can of tomato sauce and 3 cups of water. Now, for reference, I am using a 4-quart pot here. I'm also going to be adding some of these diced pimientos morrones, 1 tablespoon. And to the stew, I'm adding 3 medium-sized potatoes and 2 sliced carrots. Anytime my husband hears that I'm making a guiso, or whether it be pollo guisado, chuletas guisada, or carnes guisadas, he gets so excited because Puerto Rican stews are his absolute favorite. And in case you didn't know, my husband is not Puerto Rican, but he absolutely loves Puerto Rican food, and it is his absolute favorite. So it's really good stuff, guys. All right, so to this, I'm adding about a 1/4 teaspoon of the turmeric and a 1/4 teaspoon of the oregano. I'm mixing everything all together. And I am now gonna add my chuletas, my pork chops, back in, and I'm going to dunk them in this sauce because the sauce in this case is the boss. It is so good. Now our chuletas, our pork chops, are gonna turn out to be so tender, so fall off the bone good, and our veggies are gonna be so delicious. I'm going to add the rest of the marinade in there with it. All this good stuff in there. Maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, about a 1/4 teaspoon of sazon on the top. And then any adjustments that we are going to make, we'll make them later. Now, I'm gonna turn my heat up to a high, and I'm going to let this come to a simmer. All right, so it took about 3 minutes for my pot to start simmering like this. We're going to let this simmer like this for about 10 minutes. Alrighty, so my stew has been simmering like this for about 10 minutes. What I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to put my lid over the top. I'm going to bring my heat down to a medium low, and I'm going to let this simmer here for about 45 minutes to an hour. You can come in, check periodically just to see how, depending on the pot that you're cooking in, how is it doing, how is it looking. Alrighty, so I'm at the 7-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and check in on my guiso, and OMG, that is looking amazing. I'm going to go ahead and add a nice big bunch of fresh cilantro in it, just to give it that nice fresh cilantro flavor. And I'm just gonna stick it into the broth. Oh, look how delicious and soft this is looking, guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yum, que rico. Okay, now that I did that, I'm gonna go ahead and cover it up. Oh, look how phenomenal this just looked. So yummy. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my burner off, and then I am going to thicken my sauce a little bit with some of these potatoes. So I'm simply going to take potatoes, a few of them, and you see how nice and soft they are? That's just gonna make my sauce nice and starchy. I'm just gonna take the ones that are on the top like that. Put it in there. This is looking fabulous. Oh my goodness, guys. So packed and full of flavor. Look at this sauce. So good. All right, let's just mash some of these potatoes in there. Our chuletas guisadas are ready to be served. Yum. It's time to give these chuletas guisadas a try. Today I am serving this with some arroz con salchichas, which I do have a video that I have shared with you guys before. So if you want to go ahead and pair these chuletas guisadas with that, you can go ahead and check out this next video. So go ahead and give this a try. The chuletas are nice and soft, and the caldito is definitely full of flavor. Now it's your turn to go ahead and give this a try. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.